AM and SeattleRed.com. Washington State just beat California at having the highest gas prices in the country. I only remember this happening once, maybe twice, a year and a half, 2 years ago. We're usually number 3. It's usually California, then Hawaii, sometimes Alaska, but oftentimes that's not the case. Like, I think one time. But for the most part, we're number 3. We're now number 1. That's not good.
Or number 50, depending on how you
or
look at
number 50. Let's just go with number 50. That one's better. We currently hold the highest gas prices in the entire country, with the average cost of regular gasoline at $4.66. And given how much I spent this weekend on gasoline, I wish I found that $4.66. I think it was like $5.02 or $5.01, something like that. That's insane. The national average is $3.18. $3.18. I would name my firstborn ExxonMobil if you can get me $3.18. If just grant me that. California is almost always number 1, but theirs is at $4.64 across the state. We're now at $4.66. Now, the most expensive area in Washington is not a shock. It's Seattle at $4.81 per gallon. $4.81 on average in Seattle. Ugh. But the good news is we've got at least another few months before a new tax is passed. That's a positive, right?
Every cloud has a silver lining.
Yeah, That's the sulfur. We just had a 6 cents increase on gasoline courtesy of Democrats and a few Republicans with the gas tax that went into effect on July 1st. So if we didn't have that, we would still be number 3 or 4. But nope, we're now number 1. People say it feels good to be number 1. It feels poor to be number 1 here. It's really bad. Meanwhile, some people try to get out of having to spend the money on gasoline by choosing to live in an area where you can commute by the ferry, because we were told of the romance of getting on a ferry to and from downtown Seattle each and every day. You can live in, say, Bremerton or Port Orchard, Gig Harbor, whatever, and you're just taking the ferry over, and you could read an entire book, which it turns out to be true, just not on the actual ferry, but waiting in line in your car to get onto the ferry that's always either late or broken down. By the way, that electric ferry is still broken down, still out of service. But Washington State Ferries just put out a 6-month pilot program that I didn't even think was necessary. I don't go on the ferries very often. If I have a speech that requires me on a ferry, okay, I'll head on over that way. I did not realize you could not, up until recently, take your dog on board. Did you know that? You're supposed to leave him in the car?
Yeah, no, that never really occurred to me now.
I always just assume, but now that I think of it, I'd never seen a dog on a ferry. They say over at Fox 13 that this 6-month shift comes after years of passenger feedback and an effort to align with other transit agencies that do already allow pets on board. They say so far everyone has had really good reactions. Don't test fate. There's always going to be the one person who claims to have a deadly allergy. Let them sit in the car. Why should everyone else suffer because of your stupid allergy? Same thing with peanuts. That's on you. Get an EpiPen. Shut up. Give me my peanuts. Washington State Ferry spokesperson Callie Malidi spoke with Fox 13.
Dogs were restricted to the outer decks, the car deck, or vehicles. So now leash dogs can be anywhere their owners.
I don't want them on a leash. Let them go. Freedom.
Can be. As with our previous pet policy, pet owners are in charge of keeping their pets under control and cleaning up any messes that they make. So our crew members...
It's called a poop deck. That's on you. That's bad advertising.
Do reserve the right to ask pet owners to remove their pets if their pets are being unruly or misbehaving.
Are they did they find someone to complain?
There's always one.
Here's someone who wants a compromise. Her name is Martha.
Dogs have become such great companions for people now, and
Well, it almost sounds like you're about to say something positive, at least.
offer a lot of support and emotional support, and
She worked for NPR.
they're like family for a lot of people. So it's nice to be able to have them on board. Maybe sectioning off a certain section of the boat that would allow pets would be a solution.
Maybe separate but equal is something that you're okay with, but not me.
Well, I guess she's pro-segregation.
Right? It's just, what? First of all, that was the policy. Keep them outside on the deck or keep them in the car. And that seems just unnecessary to me. It's cold to be out on the deck the entire time. depending on
Newsflash,
the weather.
lady. We overturned Plessy versus Ferguson.
Oh, here's one passenger who remembers the days where you couldn't even bring a dog on a ferry at all.
I remember a time when you couldn't do it, and
How old is this woman? How long ago was this?
I remember the days when
I remember the days I would have to take a ferry to school 30 miles uphill. A ferry?
my mother was in the hospital and wanted us to bring over her small dog. She had a very small, young dog, and I had it in a little crate, and it started to whine a little, so I let it get up on my lap, and that's when I learned the rule. No, I had to take her out.
That's so dumb. So stupid. Why do you need a pilot program for this? Just say it's the right thing to do. Will there be a dog that misbehaves? Yeah, sure. That dogs will misbehave, kind of like kids. And you know what? Why don't we have a policy on that? Put the kid in the car. Leave the kid in the car. It's the one making a bigger mess than the dog. They both pee wherever it is they want, whenever they want.